Dominic Carter here with you. U.S. stocks jump. Oh, doom and gloom is the end of the world, recession. And Jim Cramer, Monday's going to start with a recession. Jim, you're wrong again. And frankly, you're wrong a lot more than you are ever right. Are you ever correct about your predictions? And so U.S. stocks have jumped as trading partners rush to negotiate with the Trump administration on tariffs. But I want to start with this. Living the good life. How could you blame her? Living the good life, A.O.C. Actually, I'm going to come right back to her. Something's more disturbing. Texas. I've been talking about this. The suburb of Texas. The incident, it's being described in racial terms, one black teen, one white teen. The white teen, both of them are doing very well in school. The African-American teen has been charged with murder for allegedly stabbing the white teen in the chest with the knife. The white teen died in the arms of his brother as he's bled out at a track meet. And the argument started because the African-American teen was sitting in the section of the school where the white teen, they were sitting. And they had their awning on top, a tent. And apparently they asked the black teen to move. He refused. One thing led to another. Next thing you know, the kid is stabbed to death. Well, now his lawyer, the kid of Carmelo Anthony, that's been charged with murder, his lawyer is demanding that his murder charge be downgraded, and he wants his bond reduced.
Retained this morning, defense attorney Derek Walpole agreed to speak on behalf of Carmelo Anthony's family.
I know that my client said that it was self-defense. I don't have any reason to disbelieve that, but I needed to develop facts and talk to people and figure out what's going on before I make any statements about what I think happened. I don't have any reason to think it wasn't self-defense at this time.
And so that's the lawyer making the argument. So now we turn to A.O.C. What a phony. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And you knew this was coming. You knew, folks, that this was coming. We see your phone calls coming in. We're about to begin with them in just a moment. In fact, we see all the calls that are coming in right now. But A.O.C., I want you to listen to this Fox report. A.O.C., what a phony. What does A.O.C. do? She's flying out to Bernie Sanders' event to talk about Republicans are the worst people ever and class inequality and so on, right? Representing the little people, right, A.O.C.? That's what you do, right? Only one big problem. She flew first class and was busted. She was seen in first class, and this quote-unquote congresswoman didn't even want to say hello to constituents or to passengers as they walked past the first-class section. A.O.C., what are you doing in first class? This is from the Fox News Channel.
Conservatives are laying into progressive congresswoman from New York, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. The question here, is it fair that they're going after her over this? Take a look. She was caught on camera traveling first class on a JetBlue flight last month. She was on her way to Las Vegas to speak at a Fight Oligarchy event with Senator Bernie Sanders, events in which she has been railing against the wealthy elite.
We are witnessing an oligarchy in America. When those with the most economic, political, and technological power destroy the public good to enrich themselves, a certain ugly kind of politics that at its core is about lying to and screwing over working and middle-class Americans.
Other passengers told the New York Post this: nothing says power to the people like ignoring voters looking to say hello and reclining in first class while tweeting about income inequality. And AOC is fighting the system one first class mimosa at a time. What's your reaction? Is this fair ground?
I think it's absolutely hilarious. Look, basically, good for anyone who wants to make it in America. That's the American dream. Everyone should have the opportunity to climb the ladder of opportunity and enjoy first class. But there's a big difference. You work for it and you earn it. She's paid by the taxpayer. She's not earning it in the way that the American dream is all about. And by the way, let's look at how Democrats are turning this into legislation. Right here in California, unbelievably, there's a bill to remove that Clear channel from airport security, where you can pay to join Clear and skip the line, as it were. They don't like that because it's unfair. So they're trying to take that away. Meanwhile, the champion of the left is enjoying these perks at the taxpayer's expense. It is absolutely unbelievable.
A.O.C., hey, you got to give it to her. At least she has expensive taste. Let's begin with your telephone calls, and coming up at the bottom of the hour, I'll talk live with former Congressman Peter King. Let's go to Teresa in Brooklyn. Teresa, what's on your mind?
I say something. I love your show, and I love the way you represent us. And I want to just say my comments, and then you could just answer me when I'm off the air. As far as the Teslas, I think Pam Bondi should put out a law that if anybody attacks anybody, they get arrested and they get prosecuted, okay, and do time in jail. As far as the illegal immigrants, I'm glad they're doing that, and that's the law they should put in. They come here, they get caught, they go back, and they cannot come back. Now, as far as Carmelo Anthony, okay, and that's a touchy situation. And I'd like to say this. There were witnesses in that sense, okay? The father, the lawyer can say whatever they want.
Agreed.
They saw what happened. Now, nobody brings a knife to a track meeting. We all have children. They all run track, or they all do things in high school. Nobody does that. And nobody goes and sits in a tent where you don't belong. They all know each other. All those schools know where their tent is,
Correct.
okay?
Correct.
You can't fool anybody.
Correct.
Let's not play stupid. You know you were sitting in the wrong tent, and you know why you brought that knife in your knapsack. Because you had...
Teresa, I love you. I love you, Teresa. You are on point. Your argument is, I only interrupted because I'm so late for a break, Teresa. You are on point. Everything you just said is exactly right. People call up here that just don't know. And I asked them the question. Thank you for the wonderful call, Teresa. Well, have you ever played sports in your life? Well, no. Well, then you don't understand the rules of etiquette when it comes to seating at sporting events. You don't go sit with a school that you're not part of because they don't want you there. It's not about race. It's about unity amongst the students. And the fact of the matter is, you can claim, oh, this black child, he's an honor student and 3.7 grade point average. All of those things may be true. But at the end of the day, he is accused. This African-American child apparently brought a knife to the track meet, said, make me leave, pulls out the knife, and turns around and stabs the white kid, the 4.0 student, in the heart, who dies and bleeds out right there in the arms of his twin brother. There is no getting around that. Time for a break. 800-848-9222.